Good evening. Welcome to the Cambridge Zen Center. I'd like to introduce to you our teacher who's sitting to my right, Zen Master Seung Sahn, whom we call Seung Sahn. And seated to his right is Mark Houghton, our head Dharma teacher. And my name's Dyan Houghton. That's what I wanted to talk to everybody about tonight. The trend this year at all the Zen centers seems to be towards getting married. We had 3 weddings this year, and that's a big rise over the last few years when we only had 1 wedding, and and I had the happy good fortune to marry our head Dharma teacher last September. Getting married for me was no problem at all. I was, really ready for it and everything. The big problem with the only problem was you can talk next week. The thing I had the problem with was changing my name. I had my old name was Dyan Eagles, and all my life I had this name, and I really liked it. I thought it was this strong name, and everybody always remembered it because it was a little bit weird. And I didn't know, before I got married, I didn't know what I was going to do. Also, I had, this idea of myself as being this liberated woman, and these days, liberated women do not change their names. It's like a social stigma almost to do that. and so when it started getting near the day, I didn't know what to do. And every night before I'd go to sleep, I think, oh no, pretty soon, what am I going to do? Am I going to be Dyan Eagles, or am I going to be Dyan Houghton? Oh, I'm so attached to my name. I know I should change my name because I'm so attached to it, but I like my name. I want to keep my name. And this kept going on and on and on and on, and I could not decide what to do. And finally we were at the city hall. It got right down to the moment where we were, signing our lives away, and I still didn't know what to do. And I said, Mark, what should my name be? And he said, well, you better decide. So I said, I don't know, I can't decide. So I put my hand in my pocket and I pulled out a nickel or a penny or something. I said, okay, heads it's Eagles, tails it's Houghton. And we flipped this coin, and it came out Houghton. So that's me. Dyan Houghton. That really takes a lot of getting used to. I imagine that other women here who have, gotten married and changed their names know how it feels. All of a sudden, for however long it was since you were born, you were known, or you knew yourself as, Dyan Eagles. And then all of a sudden, in one day, you've got a different name. And so I felt really, really strange. And every time, like a letter, I think maybe, 4 days after we were married, this letter came in the mail that said, Mr. and Mrs. Mark Houghton. Or no, it said Dyan Houghton, Mrs. Dyan Houghton on it. I thought, oh boy, this is really weird. I have this new name, and pretty soon I'm saying, well, I'm not Dyan Eagles anymore, and I really don't feel like Dyan Houghton. So, what am I? Who am I? I don't know who I am anymore. And this experience was like a really good teaching for me, because, before I was, I've been staying here at the Zen Center for a long time, asking myself, what am I? Don't know. What am I? Don't know. But always in the back of my mind, I had, well, I'm Dyan Eagles. And all of a sudden, I'm not Dyan Eagles anymore, and so I didn't know what I was anymore, or who I was. And it was really good teaching for me. And and what I learned was that that we are what we are. whatever that is, no matter what name we have, and everything in the universe, it's the same thing. It is whatever it is, in spite of its name, or in spite of its name. Every day at the Zen Center, twice a day at the Zen Center, we all chant the Heart Sutra. And the Heart Sutra says, form is emptiness, emptiness is form. And what this means is that everything in the universe is just changing all the time. The name is changing, the form is changing. I mean, but usually it doesn't happen so fast that it has this, any kind of an impact on us. But this happened really fast, and so I all of a sudden I started asking myself, well, who am I? And I didn't know. Anyway, the Heart Sutra says, form is emptiness, emptiness is form. And then it says, no form, no emptiness. So, no form, no emptiness. And this is really what Zen is all about. Zen means becoming empty mind. In other traditions, they start in a different place than Zen. At least the other traditions that I've been in contact with. I know, like, some people who do Vipassana meditation, and some people who are into Trungpa Rinpoche's trip. And in those traditions, it seems like, well, say in Vipassana, for example, from what I know of it, Vipassana students, their practice is watching their mind, and watching their situation, and watching and seeing the changes in things, and so maybe their practice, if they're walking or something, would be, lift, raise, place, step. Or if they're sitting and something appears in their mind, well, then they say desire, 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 anger, anger, anger. They watch their mind. And then in other traditions, sometimes they deal with, like, people's habitual thought patterns or neuroses or whatever, and they really get into, like, observing what goes into their mind, what's going on in their mind, what their thinking is, and how it operates. And Zen's not like this. Or Zen teaching's not like this. Everybody has all this stuff in their mind, and and you have to live with it and look at it and whatever. But where Zen practice begins is with becoming empty mind, which the Heart Sutra calls no form, no emptiness. And this is where Seung Sahn's teaching begins too. Seung Sahn always says, when you first begin to practice Zen, he says, you must put it all down, my condition, my situation, my opinion, and become empty mind. And what this put it all down means is that is not to repress what's happening in your mind or what's happening in your life and say, all this doesn't, it doesn't matter, I don't care about it, forget it, and do something else. What put it all down means is that you paid attention to the first part of the Heart Sutra, which says form is emptiness, emptiness is form. So you already understand that all this thinking and desire and neurosis and all this, just crap that we have to live with in our minds is in itself empty. And so then you can put it aside and just proceed with what you've decided to do, which is practice. couple of weeks ago I did a Youngman Junction in Providence, and I really like doing Youngman Junctions here. When we do them here, well, here my job is to be the housemaster. So during Youngman Junction, when there's 23 people in the house, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, well, are we going to have enough food, or where's this person going to sleep, or what's a work period, or who's cooking. There's always something happening. But when I go down to Providence to sit Youngman Junction, I can just forget about all that and just really get into moment to moment, just following my situation, whatever it is. And so this time when I went down there, all the other Dharma teachers had to go to work, and so it was my job to time the sittings at our Zen centers. For those of you that don't know, during our retreats, everybody takes turns walking around the room holding a stick, and if any people are falling asleep or have pain and want to be hit, then the person that's holding the stick, that's walking with the stick, hits them. And then there's this other person that sits there with the moktok and another little stick, and they just time, they mark from one person to the other person. And the Dharma room in Providence, I guess, is about 3 times the size of this one, and it takes a person 5 minutes to walk around the room. And it's really hard to just keep your mind just in that room, so that when one person has walked around and it's the next person's turn to walk. So anyway, here I wouldn't really care that much because I know everybody, and if I were to screw up, it wouldn't matter. But in Providence, I had to, I had my reputation to watch out for, and I didn't want to disgrace myself or the Cambridge Zen Center. So I really I really tried to pay attention to this person walking around the room, and just keep my mind on what was happening in the Dharma room. And so I found that if I really concentrated on my mantra and just said my mantra, then everything was okay. But as soon as I spaced out the least little bit at all, then maybe this person that was walking with the stick was already 5 feet past, the next person that was supposed to go. And so it was really nice. For the first time in 4 years, I really concentrated while I was meditating, and it surprised me, because I noticed that after a while, it became easier and easier to concentrate, because my mind started to get quieter and quieter and quieter, and pretty soon, all that there was this room and people walking around, and maybe some cars going by or somebody whistling or something. And I thought, wow, this is something, and I was really surprised. And so when I went upstairs to have my interview, I asked Seung Sahn, I said, there's thinking coming and thinking going. So when our thinking disappears, where does it go? And Seung Sahn held up this cup of water, and he said, your mind is like this water. It's really clear and it's really still. And then he blew on the water and he made this little waves. And he said, this is thinking. Thinking appears, and you get these little waves. And then thinking disappears, and your mind is clear water again. And so what he was trying to teach me was that our original mind is still and it's clear, just like water. This is the way that it is before we start thinking, before we start thinking or desiring or angering or greeting, and our mind is still and clear like water. And this is what Buddhism teaches, and this is what Seung Sahn teaches. And for when you haven't experienced this still clear mind very much, then to believe it when somebody tells you this is very, very hard. But if you want to practice Zen, or if you want to practice any of the Buddhist traditions, then you really have to have faith that this is true. Seung Sahn always says that everything, just like this, everything is complete. So originally, we're complete and our mind is still and quiet. But most of us don't believe in this, really. I mean, sometimes we do. Sometimes we'll get this flash of stillness or clarity, and we'll believe it, but then pretty soon we're thinking again, and it all disappears. So, as Seung Sahn often says at the end of interviews, more hard training is necessary. And in our school, what we do for hard training is work with a koan. And the koan that most of us use is what am I? This what am I is a very big question, and it's not the kind of question that you can answer with, well, I am Dyan Eagles, or I am a doctor, or I am a lawyer, or anything like that. It's a question that you spend years if you're low class, and maybe 1 second if you're high class student, just considering and chewing on and working with. So anyway, as I found out in Providence, it's not enough to just, spend your time going, what am I? Well, I don't know, okay. To practice correctly, you have to make some effort. And the effort that you have to make is an effort to concentrate. So if your practice is, just this koan, then you have to really ask yourself this question, what am I? Or if your practice is breathing, then you have to really make an effort, to follow your breathing and to stay with it and just, keep your mind one-pointed. Or if it's mantra, to just only stay with your mantra. So concentration is very important. And when you get up and leave the Dharma room, it's important to keep the same concentration. And the way that we do it around here is we have a lot of little koans that, we can ask ourselves during the day besides what am I. And one that I find the most useful, and because I'm really, really busy, I find myself asking it all the time, is what am I doing now? And usually, if you really ask yourself this question, then no matter how scattered you are, or if your energy is really up and you're just running around like a crazy person doing this and doing that, and what am I doing now? Okay, and then you stop for a second, and then you do whatever you have to do. So anyway, if we concentrate really hard and practice correctly, we will get this empty mind and this clear mind. And if we keep an empty mind for a long time, then we'll understand ourselves. We'll understand what we really are, and our correct situation will appear. Often people who are interested in spiritual traditions have at the back of their mind, besides the question, what am I, is what is the purpose of my life, and practicing can really help you to see what the purpose of your life is. Anyway, the Heart Sutra says, form is form, emptiness is emptiness, which means that everything is exactly the way that it is. The wall is white, the floor is brown, my robe is gray. That's the way it is. It's really simple. In most cases, even though our tendency is to make things really complicated. Well, maybe that wall is ivory with several imprints, and it's a little bit sticks out a little bit, and it's a little crooked. But basically, that wall is white, and this floor is brown, and that's what form is form, emptiness is emptiness means. So, how does this apply to our life and to our practice? Well, Seung Sahn says, moment to moment, you must keep your correct situation. And what this means is, we must perceive what our correct relationship is to different, the people and the things and the situations that we encounter. So anyway, I got married and I got married and correct marriage means that a husband and a wife become one. So I think that having one name is really important. And you know, maybe the husband and the wife decide to take the husband's name, or maybe they decide to take the wife's name. I mean, people do that now. Or even sometimes, you know, they make up their own name, like a special name, two names, a hyphenated name, or whatever. And so having one name means that that you share each other's karma, and probably that you've shared it, you know, for many, many lifetimes, as Seung Sahn says, and that you'll continue to do it forever in the future. So getting married and changing my name was really good teaching for me, as I said before, because it jolted me, and it started me asking again, you know, seriously, what am I? Who am I? Well, I hope that that everybody here will ask themselves that question too, and that they'll all get enlightenment and save all people from suffering. Thank you very much.
Oh, good marriage Dharma speech.
Thank you.
Okay, have a question? The question is good. No?
How do you understand your correct situation if you don't know what it is?
How understand correct situation?
Yeah, sometimes I don't know what my situation is.
So I ask you now, what is your correct situation?
I'm talking to you.
Correct. That's the correct.
But some situations are more complicated.
What kind of complicated? Situation not complicated. Your head is complicated. Situation very simple.
Well, sometimes you don't know what it is you want. And if you don't know what it is you want, then you don't know what you're doing. Isn't that so?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you could be like talking to somebody in a relationship with somebody, but you're not sure what's going on, and then you wouldn't understand the correct situation.
Your opinion have then complicated. Your opinion disappear, they're not complicated. So your opinion, your condition, your situation disappear. Then all complicated disappear. Your friends, very sick. What do you do? Correct. Understand correct. But you keep your opinion, holding your opinion, then complicate.
But even to help somebody is very complicated sometimes.
What is complicated?
Well, sometimes you don't know how to help somebody.
How help them? If you home morning keep them. If you're thirsty, you give to water.
Sometimes they want something more complicated. I mean, it's easy to give it.
You make complicated, so complicated. No. You don't make complicated. No. Only help, only help. No. Maybe this somebody you help other people, but these people maybe don't like your help. Okay, then start. Very easy. Yeah. If you these people, I want to help these people, but these people don't like my help. Then my head, why these people? Yeah, I want to help them. Why don't like me? This is my idea. Okay, they don't like me. Then my help don't like these people. Then stop. Then not complicate. Okay. So this is sometimes this style appears. I like somebody, okay? I like somebody very much. These people some have problem. I help them, help him. But these people don't like me. So, oh, no. Then my this head very complicated. You know? I like these people, but these people I help. You want money? I give to you money. No. You give to food? I give to you food. No. But these people hungry, but they don't like my food. Okay, this time make it complicated, yeah. This time complicated. At that time, my idea disappeared. I want to help these people. These people hungry, but I give the food. But this food don't like. This man don't like.
But what if the person was starving?
I'm starving.
Said they didn't want their food.
Yeah. So, but starving is starving. Hungry before this mind hungry very important. Okay. Outside hungry not so important. The inside don't like your food. Inside don't like your food. Outside is hungry, but inside don't like your food. This means opinion different, okay? Direction is different. Direction different, then this type appear. Boyfriend, girlfriend, direction different. Then always argument. Direction same, no argument. Very good. So this direction is very important. But everybody make direction my thinking, my idea, from my idea. So correct direction is very important. What is correct direction? This correct direction means correct life, make correct life. Make correct life, then correct attain is possible. So first everybody understand correct direction. Very important. Understand correct direction. If you understand correct direction, then moment to moment keep correct situation is possible. Then how understand correct direction? First, I, my, me, mind disappear. Necessary. If you have don't understand correct direction. If you have I, my, me, anytime make opposite. Correct direction means absolute. Absolute. So, if you want to understand absolute, correct direction, then I, my, me, mind disappear. Also, your opinion, your condition, your situation, all disappear. Then correct direction appear. You sometimes complicate means keep your opinion so complicated. Put it all down. Okay.
Yeah, but about opinions, it's your opinion, about the correct direction. I mean, people said your
What do you say?
there just seems to be a lot of conversation about you
This
not happening.
everything you say is your opinion,
Mhm.
so maybe no good. This is all your idea, so maybe not so good.
This is my idea. Put it all down. Your opinion disappear. This is my idea. You say this is my idea. What do you say? What is your question? Opinion. You understand opinion? Do you understand opinion? You don't understand your opinion, yeah?
I might not understand mine,
Yeah.
but I think I understand.
You don't understand your opinion. You understand my opinion. What is my opinion? This snake already hit you 30 times, okay? That is my opinion. Okay, more questions?
I just don't want. I think I should come to last.
Put it all down necessary. Put it all down, okay? Okay, more question, other question? Yeah? Okay.
Last week, either you said or someone said that you had said that you're already enlightened.
Or already enlightenment? No. I never enlightenment. Enlightenment, this enlightenment, this only word. Somebody said, I already enlightenment. That's not correct. That's not correct. Which means enlightenment means no meaning. No meaning. Okay. No meaning is enlightenment. Because no meaning means no enlightenment. So Hartman said, no attainment with nothing to attain. No attainment with nothing to attain. So enlightenment means attain no enlightenment. Attain no enlightenment. So no meaning is. Okay. So you say, you ask me, you already enlightenment. So I answer to you, I never enlightenment.
So why meditate?
Huh?
Why meditate?
You must understand never enlightenment. If you want enlightenment, you already mistake. You cannot get enlightenment. Little complicated. Okay, we talk about the enlightenment, okay?
Tell us about it.
Enlightenment is like that, okay? Can you see your eyes? Cannot, okay?
Except in the mirror.
Yeah. A mirror is not your original eyes. It's a second eyes, okay? So enlightenment means understand my true self, okay? Understand my true self. Which means same as I want to see my eyes. Cannot. My mind wanted to understand my mind. Is that possible? Not possible. It's not possible. Somebody say, I got enlightenment. This means I can see my eyes. That's a lie. So, you can see your eyes. I never see my eyes. That means enlightenment. Okay, you can see, understand my eyes. I cannot see my eyes, but I understand my eyes. Okay, so understand word. enlightenment, understand what. Okay. What is enlightenment? Never get enlightenment. No enlightenment. What is enlightenment? No enlightenment is enlightenment. That is understand enlightenment. Next, attain enlightenment. Okay. What is enlightenment? That is the attain enlightenment. Okay. Next, using enlightenment. Using enlightenment. What color is that? White. So, three kinds. Understand enlightenment. Next, attain enlightenment. You must using enlightenment. Three kinds here. So, first course, understand enlightenment, very important. If you understand enlightenment, then any your thinking all cut is possible. So understand enlightenment. What is enlightenment? No enlightenment is enlightenment. That is understand enlightenment. Attain enlightenment. What's attain enlightenment? This point. Because enlightenment, there is no word, no speech, no name, no form. You say enlightenment, already mistake. Open your mouth, already mistake. So that point is attain enlightenment. Next, using enlightenment. Then enlightenment is not necessary. No enlightenment, 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 no enlightenment. Now enlightenment, open mouth, already mistake. Then enlightenment is not necessary. But this is thinking. Using enlightenment means, what color is that? White. What are you doing now? Sitting on a cushion. The correct situation. Correct situation. You can see your eyes, not possible. Do you have your eyes? Yeah, I have eyes. I have two eyes. How do you know your eyes? I can see this world. I can see this world. It's the same, okay? Huh? How do you speak? Who asked me? How do you speak? So that is enlightenment. This is only name. Enlightenment only name. So somebody said, what is enlightenment? Ask me, so what color is that? He said, white. That is enlightenment. Enlightenment is not special. If your opinion, your condition, your situation, all disappear, you can see, you can hear, you can smell, you can taste, you can touch, you can object all mind. Everything is enlightenment. Not special. Everybody make have special, then holding special, so don't understand enlightenment. So special, this is special means cannot help you. If you're not special, already you are enlightenment. Enlightenment is not special word. Original your mind. What is original mind? Everyday mind, original mind. everyday mind is truth. Everyday mind is enlightenment. So Namchen Master said, what is truth? What is enlightenment? Everyday mind, enlightenment. When you're hungry, eat. When you're tired, sleep. Somebody hungry, give food. Somebody thirsty, give food. When you see the sky, it's blue. When you see trees, it's green. That's all. Okay.
It's the same as the correct situation.
Huh?
Enlightenment is the same as keeping the correct situation.
Correct. Yes. When you drive, just drive. That time, red light, only stop. Green light, only go. That's enlightenment. Not special. Someone asked this, my student, she just got this PhD from New York University. His wife also Buddhist, strong Buddhist. So just yesterday, she asked me, Seung Sahn, I have a question. What kind of question? You said anytime, wake up with the universe, sleep with the universe, also talking with the universe, working with the universe, any action with the universe, which means there is no subject, no object. I understand this good word. I understand this mind. But I something don't understand, which means somebody, his mother very sick, so he took this mother, then hospital, then into the hospital, they come back this office. That time, this mother very sick, very sick. Maybe after 1 hour, maybe after 2 hours, maybe die. But his job also very important job. Not return this big company, many have a problem. So he only took the mother to hospital, then soon returned to this company. Necessary, this office necessary. So she drive. Drive time, you say just drive. You must just drive. But this son, this man, think about this model. Maybe soon after 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, die. So this model's mind has also obligation. You correct the situation means you must do obligation to your parents. You also talk about that. Then my situation is drive. Also, my correct situation, obligation to my parents. Two correct situation have. So when I drive return to the office and working time, keep model the obligation to model this mind, keep this mind and drive and office working. Is it correct? So I stay. Thinking, why? You're thinking, can I correct the right? Maybe you can see this red light, but you holding your model mind, just passing red light, crossing this intersection, then other car, hit your car, big accident. Then cannot help your model. You already, before model die, you already die. So keeping model, holding model sickness, this is not correct obligation to model. Your model want to about you correct drive. Don't mistake, don't accident, okay? Just drive. Go your office, working correct. You one mistake, whole company, many have a problem. Then holding your mother's mind, my mother maybe died, thinking, then cannot correct working. Then one mistake, computer all mistake, whole company all mistake. Then have a problem. This not cannot help your mother. Correct drive, correct go to our office, correct working. Then you get money correct. Then help your mother. That is the correct your situation. That moment to moment correct situation. If you keep your mother's mind, this is your opinion. Also your condition, your situation. Your opinion, your condition, your situation. This appears, then there is correct opinion. If you keep correct opinion, that is the correct health model. I talk about that, then now you understand. So this is a very important word. Okay. So correct opinion means also correct attain means what is a fight? Just what is a fight? That moment only fight. There is no thinking, no mind, no thinking. After question is work like that, fight. Is that mind or thinking? Maybe mind, maybe thinking. Next is a thinking appear. But what kind of that? Fight. That time only fight. Only fight means no mind, no thinking. No mind, no thinking. Only fight. Fight is a fight. It's very important. Fight is a fight. Means a form is a form. Emptiness is emptiness. Just Dyan talk about that. Yeah? That we say this name is enlightenment. So not special. But many people don't understand enlightenment. Also, don't understand our true self. Don't understand substance. So, first understand substance. Then you must understand substance. You must hold training, practicing, only go straight. Very important. Only understand cannot help. Example. Someone asked Dongsan Mata, what is Buddha? 3 pounds of flesh. Someone asked Unmunze Master, what is Buddha? Dry shed on step. Then we check these 2 comments, okay? What is Buddha? 3 pounds of flesh. What dry shed on step? This is not important, not difficult also. We about understand that meaning. Understand very easy, okay? Because when you're thinking your mind, my mind is different. When you cut over thinking, then your mind, my mind is the same. So if you keep before thinking, cut over thinking is before thinking. If you keep before thinking is your substance. Then this substance, universal substance, everything substance is the same. So when you keep before thinking, then I keep before no thinking, no idea. Then my eye is Buddha's eye. My ear is Buddha's ear. It's the same. So if I have no idea, then I can see this world only 5 together. I. So my eyes are not my eyes. Before thinking is Buddha's mind, your mind, my mind, all same mind. So same mind is a before thinking. Before thinking is the original mind. Original mind is your substance. So your substance, universal substance, Buddha's substance, dry shed substance, or the 3 pound of substance is the same. Name and form different. This substance is same. So what is Buddha? 3 pound of flesh. It's correct. Huh? What is Buddha? Dry shed state. It's correct. It's understanding. That name is understanding. If you this understanding but cannot help, because someone asked Seung Sahn, what is Buddha? 3 pound of flax. 3 pound of flax. This answer, is it correct? Question, is it correct? Yes, it's correct. Why correct? Yeah, Buddha's substance. Trash 3 pound of flax substance is the same. So that's correct. That's understanding answer. Understanding answer. But this understanding, this type answer cannot help. You must attain your substance. Attain your substance means before thinking. Before thinking is your substance. If you attain before thinking, there is no name, no form, no speech, no word. 3 pound of flax. Is it correct? Yes, correct. Why correct? Buddha's substance, 3 pound of substance is the same. So it's correct. That is the understanding. They already open your mouth. Open your mouth, then not before thinking. Before thinking is no speech, no word. Not open your mouth and answer necessary. That we say attain your truth, attain substance. Then next, using substance means 3 pound of flax. What does it mean? Or is it correct? Is it correct? Then maybe correct, not correct. Same, different. Use this opposite word, already mistake. So, first, attain your true self. There's no name, no form, no speech, no word. Open your mouth, mistake. So, we answer this time. Answer this time. So, correct, everybody attain this point, very important. But somebody understand this hit meaning, not practicing. Then sometimes understand, sometimes don't understand. Sometimes attain, sometimes don't attain. Because this point not strong. This point very strong necessary. Then we are every day practicing necessary. Because understand, attain very easy. Keeping attain very difficult. Keeping attain very difficult. Because attain something, hit, understand it. But sometimes keeping attain very difficult means our have karma. Desire appear, anger appear, lazy mind appear, ignorance appear, everything appear. Then this all karma appear, already lose this point. If you lose this point, not strong with your center. If you're not strong with your center, cannot use your center, cannot use your substance, cannot use your true self. Already lose your true self. So we are every day practicing very important. Somebody practicing heart rate 1 week, or some Japanese style, or this 2 week, or 1 month, 3 months practice. Then next finish this retreat, or finish this young man, finish session. Then they drink, dancing, laughing. Then every day. Then one week or what? 1 month, 3 months, all forget, all lose. It's like boil this hot water, boil, hot water. Then steam come out, little come out. Oh, then steam come out, little get this clear water. But fire stop. Then it become cold. Again cold this water, okay? Become cold. Then again you it become hot. Then many strong fire necessary. Many use energy, take time. But always this fire non-stop. Then always this steam come out. Finally all this water becomes steam. Back karma keep here. All steam come out, then cold, again become cold, you get clear water is possible. But not stop if you boil, stop, fire stop. Then this water not come out as steam, they become cold. Again fire, very difficult. Much use energy, much use time necessary. So, 영맹정진 or session or the practicing special practicing, then after not continue before you get something again lose. So get something, lose something, get something, lose something, then cannot strong. Always whole life this time. So if you practice it, then continue. Every day. If you live in Zen Center, that's best way. If you raise your mind up here, cannot. Ring bell, you must get up. Then not bowing, not together chanting. Then house meeting time have a problem. Raise your mind, good this time. Best way living Zen Center. Cannot living Zen Center. You must your home. Every day, wake up, bowing, or not bowing is okay. Your style practice, any kind of practice is okay. Before your style practice, continue, very necessary. Not continue, your mind boil, become cold. Then much energy, much make time. Then if you one time cold, again become hot, very difficult. Then you raise your mind appear. They cannot. So, understand, attain this point, continue practicing method. Then your center stronger. Then you can use your center as possible. Example, 3 pounds of flex. Is it correct? Only that? So this is not. I hit you 30 times. You ask me. You already understand. 3 pounds of rest. Very easy, yeah. Huh? What do you say? Dog will be up the bone. So that is using your true self. This type is using your true self. Okay? So 3 kinds, very important. Understand your true self, attain your true self, using your true self. Okay? 3 codes. So first all understand necessary. If you understand, then find your correct direction. If you find the correct direction, then what is correct practicing, understand. If you understand correct practicing, continue every day. Try. Then finally you attain. If you attain, then again continue practicing. Then you can use your attain. You can use your true self. But attain something. People are somebody hot. Only that, next sentence they have a problem. That is only under attain, okay? Cannot use this your true self. So we say one more step, more for training practice. We say only understand one, do not understand two. This type appears. Okay. So first understand, then next attain, then you can use your true self. Okay. This three core. Very important. Okay. More question? One more question? No? Okay. Then I give you this homework, okay? This homework, very interesting homework. Okay. 문문칸 over there, one Kongan, 47. 아바로기제 시바라보리서다. We people are 관세음보살, okay? 관세음보살 understand. It's a great compassion, great love of Bodhisattva. Shakyamuni Buddha and 아바로기제 시바라보리서다. 관세음보살. This Bosal attended of adults, okay. Some adults attended. Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, Anzenbosa are somebody's attended. Adults, okay. Who is adult? Who is somebody? This question, okay. So, Shakyamuni Buddha, Pansenbosal, somebody's attendant. Who is somebody? If you attend this somebody, then you can honor from this Shakyamuni Buddha and Pansenbosal, okay. Pansenbosal, Shakyamuni Buddha, your attendant. So, who is somebody? Who is adult? Okay. So I hope you attend this adult. You can use this Shakyamuni Buddha and Kwansen Bosal, save all people from suffering. Okay.